Let me turn on the recording and let me turn on my camera as well for you guys. So good evening, everybody. Hi, my name is Shiva Srivastava, and I am the head of finance here at IIM Skills. And today I am going to be the host of this orientation session. And not only me, one of my the head of faculties, Mr. Varun, will be there in this session. I will give a full introduction of his after a few minutes. But before we start with the session, let me quickly get an acknowledgement from everybody that you all are able to see the screen and you can hear my voice. So I have Amit, Anika, Ayushi, Bharat, Dhairya Shah, Deepanjan Chatterjee, Insha Kaf, Kangna Arora, Sambhav. If you all can acknowledge in the chat box, guys, you can hear my voice clearly. Thank you so much, Bharat. What about others? Great. Thank you so much, Kangna. It seems like everybody is able to hear my voice and see the screen. Perfect. Thank you so much, Darya. Great. I got the answer. So let me quickly start with the session today. So within this session, guys, we have got something that is the overall picture related to the financial modeling. Let me quickly create the agenda of this session, that what all things we will be discussing in this session, and then accordingly, step by step, we will be going ahead with it. Let me present the main section for you guys. Perfect. So now let me quickly create the agenda of this session here. So first and foremost thing that we will be discussing in this session today, that is what is financial modeling. What we have realized that whenever we are getting the students like you, a lot of you already have experience into the financial modeling. A lot of you have the basic understanding of financial modeling, but I have seen that a lot of you need the clarity that, okay, what is financial modeling? So the head of faculty, Mr. Varun, when he will be coming into the picture, he will be explaining the brief section of what is financial modeling, so that you all should be aligned that, okay, what we are going to talk about. Okay. So once we are done with the financial modeling section, then we will be coming to the main part that, okay, if we are looking for XYZ course, or let's say we are looking for financial modeling course, what is the demand of this course in the industry? Why it is so important in the market? So we will have a detailed discussion around it, or we will see the most of the things with most of the examples. So once we have the clarity about the importance of financial modeling, then we will be able to figure out that, okay, whether financial modeling is the right domain for us or not. Once the importance part is discussed, then the next section that we will be talking about, that is what all are the opportunities that we can get after doing financial modeling course. A lot of you are targeting for a job. I have seen a lot of you are targeting for the freelance opportunities. So now, once we are done with the financial modeling course, what sort of jobs are available, what kind of job roles you will be getting, and what all things as a KRA you will be dealing with it. We will have a detailed discussion around it, so that the nature of the jobs that you will be working in, you should be getting that clarity as well. So once the job part is done, that, okay, what all are the opportunities that we can figure out in the market? For us, it is very important to understand that, okay, if we are looking for a course in financial modeling and we want the jobs, then what all things are required? Only a course will not give you the job. There are so many other things which are aligned. So you need to understand that, okay, if you need a job, then what all things are required to grab those opportunities, whether it's a full-time job, whether it's a freelance opportunity, or maybe it's an internship. Okay. So once you have the clarity on this part as well, then I will be talking about that, okay, why you should come with IIM Skills. In the industry, thousands of institutes are offering financial modeling courses. Now, what is, I would say, special what IIM Skills have for you? I will be giving you a detailed explanation around it with real-time proofs. And once you have those sections, then you will be able to figure out that, okay, whether you should go with IIM Skills or some other institute. And later to it, once the overall discussion part is done, at the end of the session, I have a really good surprise for all of you. so that those who are planning to go ahead, they should get some value of their time as well. So I will be talking about this surprise at the end of the session. So without wasting much of your time, let me quickly introduce. I have a great person, though the person who is going to lead this session today with me. His name is Mr. Varun. I will give some introduction of his so that you should be having that clarity that, okay, who is leading the session for you. So Warren is somebody who is holding more than 10 years of experience in the industry, working as a financial modeler, and he have written a lot of books which are published. He has been working, or he has given a lot of, let's say, lectures in the international universities, and he's even working with IM Skills as a strategic advisor. So I would request Mr. Varun, if you can take over the session from here. Varun sir, if you can take over from here.
Thank you, Shiva. Thank you for the kind introduction. Hey guys, hope you can see me and hear me loud and clear. Can I get a quick cheer up in the chat box, please? Awesome. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Shiva sir, would you let me share my screen, please?
Definitely. Just give me a second.
Perfect. So, guys, first thing that you need to remember today is that there is no syllabus. This is the outline, but this is not the syllabus of what we can talk. We can talk about anything, but it should be related to financial modeling. And one question that you need to answer yourself at the end of the session is, what did I learn something? That if you want an answer to that, then this session is for you. So I'm gonna share my screen now. Perfect. Hope you can see my screen, the financial modeling masterclass. Awesome. So jumping directly to the most attractive profile of finance, that is financial modeling. So if I talk about financial modeling, they solve real problems. The people who do financial modeling, they solve some real problems. And when I say real problems, means they are gonna be employed by startups, by MNCs, multinational corporations, that I mean, by government treasuries. They would also be involved and recruited by financial services firm, whether it's an investment bank, private equity firm, venture capital. All these big names need a financial model. Even IM Skills has one. Even I'm sure if you are coming from a business, you have someone who looks after your financial analysis, who says what's gonna be the budget. And passively, everyone already does financial modeling without even knowing that you're doing financial modeling. If you are a student and you get a pocket money, you already create a budget for you. If you are a working professional, you already might be doing it as a part of your profession. So somewhere or the other, financial modeling is part of every job, and that's why it is one of the most attractive ones. And the good point about financial modeling is that it is same across the borders. So if you are learning here in India, you can apply the same concepts by working in America. You can apply the same concepts by working in London. So it doesn't matter which geography are you based out of. So that is one of the great skills about financial modeling, that you can learn the skill and apply and earn and learn across the globe. Doesn't that sound fancy? Like, how many of you want to go abroad and work? A yes or a no in the chat box. Or if at least not go abroad but want to work with international connects. Sambhav says yes. Bharat says yes. Ayushi says yes. What else? Kangana says yes. Bhavna says yes. Like, who doesn't want to? If you get a chance to make $10 instead of 10 rupees, why would you not? And financial modeling can be your route for that. Financial modeling can take you to the places where other professions have a restriction to. Harsh, you have raised your hand. You want to ask something? Feel free to type it in the chat box, please. Now, if I talk about what exactly is financial modeling or a financial model, I can explain you in a very easy words. So, you guys must have used a calculator. You guys must have used a calculator in a mobile phone or as a like a device through a Casio or something. What does that do? It basically requires you to input certain numbers, ask it to perform a mathematical operation, and gives you an output. That's the job of a calculator. You say 2 plus 3, it gives you an output 5. You just have to give two things. One, what are the numbers? That is the variables. So one is the variables and one is the command of operation. What do you want it to do? Multiply, add, subtract, divide, whatever. And then it gives you an output. So if I say in a journal circumstance, it's an input, then calculator does a process and gives you an output. Similar is going to be the case for a financial model. Financial model will come at this stage. It will be a tool or a calculator that can accommodate different types of assumptions, different types of inputs to give you an output. Now, this might sound a bit fancy, but let's say you want to understand that, hey, I want to buy the shares of XYZ company. Should I buy or should I wait? Is it priced perfectly fine or is it undervalued or overvalued? You need a financial model. If you are planning to launch a new store or expand into a new geography as a business, you need to understand if it is actually a profitable decision or not. You need a financial model. If you are planning to acquire another business, you need a financial model. If you are planning to probably have a family business and you want to carve out your share of that to understand what would be the royalty, what would be the goodwill that will be paid to you, you need a financial model for that. So there can be thousands of questions and all can be answered through a financial model. Financial model is not just another workbook. It is a tool which CFOs, which private equity investors, which valuation advisory firms, which corporate finance people, which everyone who is related to business, management, and finance uses it. Even a company that does only marketing would need this to understand if they invested X amount of dollars in the financial in the marketing campaign, then what is the ROI that they got? And it is a financial metric called ROAS. That is a return on ad spend. That's another financial analysis. And even a marketing department needs a financial model because they need to track that, hey, I'm going to do marketing through influencers, meta ads. I'm going to do an SEO. This is the expense. This is what the money is getting generated. This is what my return is. Then cost benefit analysis. So no decision can be taken without understanding its financial impact. Because at the end of the day, what matters is the profit, the cash, and the growth. And everything can be understood clearly and easily, insightfully, and practically through a financial model. So if we have to give a structured definition, so financial model is basically a tool that can help you understand, analyze how the business will perform in the future and accommodate different types of variables to give you a desired output. The output could be a valuation, it could be a future projection, it could be a return on your investment. It can help you solve some real financial and operational challenges. I'll take a pause here. Anyone has any questions till now? Do you understand whatever the concept is? Do you have any queries that I should address? If you have a question, please ask in the chat box. If you're all good, just drop a thumbs up in the chat box so that we can move ahead. That's a good question, Sambhav. Investment banking is basically a profession. Financial modeler is basically a role. I'll tell you how. So if I am gonna help a company raise funds or a company acquire another business, I am an investment banker. I'm providing brokerage advisory services. My profession is investment banking. The person, financial modeler, can be doing a job of an investment banker. It could be doing a job of an angel investor, analyst. It could be doing a job of a corporate finance person. It could be doing a job in the equity research department. So financial modeling is basically a skill. For example, if you know how to basically teach, then teaching is your profession. But teaching what? The subject, the skill that you can do it offline or online, that is basically the skill. Bharat, the companies might have a financial model, but the companies keep on evolving. They do not follow a static approach. They have to require financial models to be built for different reasons. The company doesn't have only one financial model. They might have a budget model. They might have something that is called 13-week cash flow model. I'll note it down. So the companies might have a or probably have a budget model. Then a lot of companies would have 13-week cash flow model. This is a model that would help them understand the short-term liquidity, that what is going to be the money inflow in and out of the business, how much is going to be their cash requirement, what is the cash that they would generate in the next 13 weeks. 13 weeks mean 3 months. So 1 year has 52 weeks, divided by 4, 13 weeks, 1 quarter. Then the companies, if they are gonna acquire another business, they would need a merger and acquisition model. If the company is an investor, they would need an LBO model. They all of this might require valuation analysis. Then valuation would include a lot of things, including DCF. Then if you are an investor who's giving debt to the company, you need a returns analysis model. So single company would need different types of models, and at the same time, the things change. If let's say today the company doesn't have any debt, but tomorrow they might raise a debt, so they would probably require you to model that debt or loan agreement into the model. So that's a new task. They might require you to extend the forecast to 2029 instead of 2028 because 1 year has passed and you need to update it for the actuals. That is another task. Then they would require you to change the forecast. They are planning to enter into a new geography. They're planning to stop manufacturing a particular product. So these type of things keep on happening. As soon as the company takes a decision, they have to translate that into a model. And this is not it. Daily, the businesses are getting started and closed. And whosoever is getting started or whosoever is closing the business needs a model. Even if at the time of exit, they need a model to prove that they are bankrupt or they are selling the business. So start from even the idea stage, that even they are going for a seed funding, they have to tell that they need a financial model so that they can at least explore if the idea would make sense or not. And if their idea makes sense, then this is going to be my target market. This is the probable revenue and profit that I'll generate. So even before the business is started and after closing the business, financial models are made and maintained. And interestingly, all of the models that the company need is part of the curriculum that we cover here at Answers. So that answers your question, Bharat. That makes sense, Sambhav. So go for investment banking course if you are looking for something related to PowerPoint, financial markets, and in general, good hand on Excel, modeling, PowerPoint research, and the concepts of preparing pitch deck and research reports. If you are a person who is fond and a geek related to numbers and you want to get your hands dirty into accounting, ratio analysis, and building all types of models, then go for financial modeling. So, financial modeling will give you one particular skill that can be used across the different professions. Investment banking is going to give you a plethora of services and skill knowledge that an investment banking profession would require. Okay, now moving to the next part. So before we move ahead, we are clear with what is a financial model. Now we need to understand the application as well. So as I said, the importance or the applications of financial model is very interesting and it's very creative. So let's do with the exercise. So everyone in the chat box, get into it. Just type which city you are from and what do you do. For example, I might say I'm from Delhi and I'm a student pursuing MBA finance third year. Or I might say I'm from Delhi and I am doing accounting for last 3 years. Something like this. Just 2 lines. Which city and what are you doing? Student, course, which year, or working professional, which domain and years of experience. Then I will tell you how you guys can use financial modeling in your careers. Everyone in the chat box, let's make it interesting and worth exploring. Bangalore, working in NNC are 8 years. So, Bharat, you mean the accounting department, AR, accounts receivable, right? Okay, got it. So, one is accounting, AR. Just a quick question, Bharat. You do it for Indian companies or companies outside India also? Then we have Jagdish from Bangalore. cost and management accountants finalist with 1 year work ex in accounting. Okay, again accounting. So we have two people from Bangalore accounting. Then we have Simran Pal from Jamshedpur in accounting again. So we have a very skewed crowd today. Sambhav is from Meerut, Uttar Pradesh, just completed third year of BCom honors. Okay. Bharat says, yeah, okay, USA, Canada. Very interesting. So you are going to be already working with people who are called CPAs and you are doing foreign accounting. I'll tell you a very interesting thing that you can use in your profession through financial modeling. Shruti is from Hyderabad, fresh graduate out of finance. Okay. Harsh is from Bijnor, recently completed BPA. Okay. So everything I'm putting here for student. Then we have Tharya, CA again. Okay. Accounting, Ahmedabad. Then we have Pragatis is from Tamil Nadu, relationship manager in HDFC Bank. Okay. So banking. BCom holder, I'm an accountant. Okay, Abhishek. Ayushi is from fresh Kolkata, fresh recently complete graduation BCom. Okay. Kangana, Delhi fresher, just complete BCom. Okay. So majority of you guys are from accounting part. So let's talk about this. So we have the first one who is Bharat, who is doing AR. So let's first understand what he does and how he use financial modeling and how he can excel in his career. So what he is doing is bookkeeping, or what is called organizing the historical books of accounts and managing AR. AR basically is the money that comes into the business, accounts receivable, as you would be aware as you all are from accounting or commerce part. So the cash collection, how the company has generated the invoices, has everyone paid, and managing all that. So if he's into US or QuickBooks and all that stuff. Now, in general, what his profession is skewed or focused towards historical things like organizing the data that has already happened, making sure that the books of accounts are clean, the closed on time, and from revenue to profit, everything is in order. What he can do next is these CPAs who might be controller or accountants at the companies, they are gonna utilize experts like Bharat to manage the books of accounts. And the next step in their career and Bharat's career is getting into CFO services or FP&A. Is some people call it FP&A, some people call it CFO. Wherein what these people would do, they would provide insights to their clients on how they can grow further, how they can scale with clarity and with vision. Now let me explain you what this means. So these people are focusing on closing the books, but the clients don't know what will happen in the future. So they can prepare a budget model for their clients and tell them that, hey, you are expected to hit $1 million revenue by the next year. And then once the year closes, they can do an analysis that is called variance analysis, wherein they will compare that, okay, my budget was $1 million and I actually made $1.1 million because they're already CPA. So they know how to manage the historical ones. Then they can give a delta that, okay, you made 10% extra because you grew faster, because you had clarity, you had targets, you had a vision. So budget modeling is something that can be added easily to the forte what Bharat brings on the table. And similar to Bharat, all the accountants, the first growth area in your profession is CFO and FP&A. Then you can further grow and enter into investment banking. You can enter into equity research once you have a good hold and a relevant experience into this. Then also into corporate finance and treasury. So this is an easy route. Now, if you want to go to unconventional routes, then though there is no limit. You can enter into wealth management. You can enter into angel investing. You can enter into government treasuries. You can enter into any profession because financial modeling is a skill which will help you reach any of your financial services roles, irrespective of the industry, irrespective of the experience. Okay. Now, all those who are freshers, you don't have any backlog till now. You are fresh, you learn the skill, you can apply it across. You need to figure out what excites you the most. Whether working on an LBO model excites you, then you have to go for a private equity firm. If working on an M&A model excites you, investment banking is your dream place. If working on a budget model excites you, CFO, corporate finance, and FP&A services. If working on a financial model for valuation excites you, go for valuation advisory. Writing reports excite you based on the findings, go for equity research. Multiple options. And if you want to stay close to startups and want to be part of the startup solving problems for them, helping them navigate through the cash crunches, join a startup. They need you. They need the skills of financial modeling so that they do not fail. Majority of the startups generally fail because of cash burn, because they are unaware of how much cash they are burning. And financial model gives them clarity, gives them structure on how to navigate easily and plan things in an efficient manner so that they do not take decisions based on intuition rather than take decision based on facts and analysis. So that is the key part of financial modeling. I'll take a pause here. Any questions you have until now? Now, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So now you need to understand that financial modeling is a premium service. People don't do financial models for like 5,000, 10,000. They charge good amount of money. Like if I talk about a financial model, it can range from probably 3 lakh rupees to 10 lakh rupees per model in INR, and people pay for it. So some people say that if I hire a financial modeler, it might be a costly thing because their salaries are high. Maybe in the fresher stage it might be low, but when someone has a decent skill set, they become costly for the business. So they're like, I might need someone who can work part-time or someone who can do freelancing. As I mentioned in the start of the session, that if you learn financial modeling, you can provide services to the companies based out of US and Canada as well, based out of London, based out of Dubai, based out of other nations that are more developed and more costly. So if someone is sitting in US and they want to get a financial modeler job done, they might reach out to India because for them it's like outsourcing and it would be comparatively cheaper and affordable. But for us, it might be a great opportunity because we get a network, we get an exposure, and we get more money than what an Indian company would pay us because of the price differential in terms of the exchange rate. So, this is one of the most important things. And you always have an option to get into corporates and provide your services. You always have an option to start your own practice of financial services. You always have an option for freelancing. And just go and check Upwork, Fiverr, Truelancer, freelancer.com, and just see how many jobs are open. People are posting that I need a financial model, I need a financial modeler. There is a lack of financial modelers across the world, or I should say, lack of good financial modelers across the world. Naukri.com is filled with the jobs. People are having so many job listings, but they are not finding the right talent because the demand is high and the supply is low. And it's a skill that requires intelligence, that requires perseverance, and that requires a great analytical skills. And if you guys can do it, there is nothing that's going to stop you. You need to make sure that you have a working knowledge of MS Excel. You need to make sure that you are good with your accounting concepts, which I'm sure all of you will be because you all share the accounting background. Then financial statements. You need to have a very good hand on ratio and KPI analysis. Then you need to have knowledge on how to forecast the financial statements, how to structure a financial model, how to build a debt schedule, working capital schedule, basically all the line items that happen to be in income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement. You need to have a working knowledge on how to project them. It cannot be that, hey, I thought it would be growing by 10%, that's it. No, you have to give a proper justification. The numbers have to make sense. You have to study about the business. You have to look at the competitors. You have to look at the industry. You have to look at what the government regulations are, if there is any subsidy. All of this knowledge needs to be captured, and then it becomes a good financial model. Then only something that can be used and that creates value. You don't have to just prepare an Excel with a formula. No, you have to create a tool that companies can take their decisions, and it's a very critical career because the companies would be deciding whether to go ahead with a decision or not based on the recommendations that come out of the models that you prepare. So the dependency of the company's growth is very high on your financial models and obviously your skills and analysis. Then this is what we call as technicals of financial modeling advancements. Now, financial model is not that you learned how to project three statement model, the career is sorted. No, you have to learn the different types of models. As I mentioned, LBO, M&A, 13-week cash flow model, returns model, all of this, and obviously the three statement model. Then comes the valuation concepts. After types, you need to understand how to value a business, how to calculate the share price, how to do a DC evaluation, how to do a market approach, how to compare the businesses. That is called relative valuation. How to understand the cost approach. That is called NAV. All of that. And this valuation module requires knowledge about databases. You cannot have all the data that is in the available market by doing research. One way you go to the annual report, get the numbers, but other way you need databases like Capital IQ, FactSet, Money Market, Yahoo Finance, all these. Some of these are paid, some of these are free. You need to know how to operate them, and that's what is required to be a better modeler and better evaluation analyst than just using an Excel. And in Excel, when I say you need to have a good knowledge of Excel, I mean you should be good with Excel formulas and Excel shortcuts. You can eventually build a model, but how fast and how productively, that matters a lot. And this is what financial modeling has been requiring as a skill traditionally and conventionally, and still. But there are new additions that you need to have. You need to be very good with Power BI these days. You need to have an understanding about Python. You need to have an understanding about AI and ChatGPT, because these are going to enhance your productivity and add another layer of sophistication to your financial model. Like you prepared a financial model that is very decent, but you need a Power BI dashboard that you can present to the management, to the CXOs, to the executives, so that they can see what is happening, what is the revenue segmentation, what is the analysis, and what is the variance between the past year and this year, what is the monthly variance among the projections, what is the seasonality of the business. All these questions are answered through dashboards. You can prepare it in Excel, that's what we teach. You can prepare it in Power BI, that's also what we teach. I'll take a pause here. Any questions? I open the floor for any questions that you have related to financial modeling as a career, as relevance, or anything that you want to ask in terms of the skill set. I'm happy to open the floor for questions for the next 5 minutes. It's an important career. You should have 100% clarity before choosing it, because once you are into it, you have to progress every day. You have to make sure, and it's not that dangerous or it's not that scary. You just have to be disciplined. You just have to follow what is required to become a modeler. That's it. It's not that you will not sleep for 10 days and then become a financial modeler. You just have to keep learning and be practical of whatever you are doing with Excel. Sorry. I'll be on standby for any questions, guys. If you don't have a question, post a thumbs up in the chat box. Okay, since we come from commerce background, we do not process the knowledge about Python. How do we? Jagdish, that's why we have included Python. That's the only reason we teach Python, because we don't want you to become a data analyst, or we don't want you to become a computer science graduate or someone from the science background or computer knowledge. We teach Python in a manner that you can use for your finance profession. You need to have an understanding, and it's going to be majorly used for processing the large quantum of data. In real world, in all practical sense, 99% plus models are built on spreadsheets. Out of those spreadsheets, MS Excel is the most common one. The second number is Google Sheet, but everyone prefers MS Excel because of the vast library of formulas. Yes, Sambhav, you can prepare model from the free data. Like all the public companies provide you free data. You can, we will also provide you the data. We have assignments and case studies that we will give, wherein we provide you an opportunity to work on a public company and on a private company as well, so that you have experience working with both types of companies. The 3 year gap, I can be successful. Simran Pal, what is the other option? If you don't do it right now, the gap will only increase. It will become 4 year and 5 year, and it will only get difficult. People want businesses want people who can work on their payroll as per their budget and can give services that can help them grow. That's it. If you are able to justify that your candidature is valuable and you have a skill, you deserve a job, bro. We have the Panjan. I want to work as a corporate credit analyst in a commercial bank. Will international. Okay. See, first you need to understand what is the role of a corporate credit analyst. Anyone who is gonna be in this profile would need an understanding of the solvency and liquidity of the business. They would need someone to tell them that how good is the company in terms of honoring their obligations. You need to understand how to model the debt. You need to understand how to prepare debt schedules. You need to understand how to prepare loan amortization schedule and what impact that will bring on the valuation and stuff. And that's what is being covered in the financial modeling course. So answer is yes, Dipanjan, with a logic. Okay. Anyone else has any question? Okay. Okay. Let's proceed ahead. I would ask Mr. Shiva to take this forward. I'll be on standby. If you have any more questions, I'll be here to answer them. Till then, Mr. Shiva will take it forward from you.
Thank you so much, Varun sir, for lovely, I would say, explanation about what financial modeling is and what all things are required. Should I share my screen now? I hope you are done with it.
Yes, please.
Great. Just give me a few seconds, guys. Okay, so I hope you all are able to see my screen. You can see the sheet what I'm using to present. Varun sir, Sambhav had a question. If you can answer to this question first, then I'll start with it.
Okay. Sambhav, that's a very interesting question, and that's something that everyone asks, and we also ask in the industry. In terms, and even Bharat has the same question: AI and financial modeling. See, AI can do the things in all real sense that are mechanical and that are repetitive and that are objectified. Wherever there is judgment required or analysis required, where it requires a brain, because AI doesn't know what is going to be the thinking of a human, what is the plan or what impact it will bring. Whatever is requiring a subjectivity that can never be replaced. And the stage at which AI is right now, there is a lot of errors that keep on happening. Even when you log into ChatGPT and ask questions, the accuracy is not 100%. So the short answer is that AI cannot replace the financial modelers. AI can make their life easy by increasing their productivity. But what the financial modelers do is much more than creating formulas or doing anything that is mechanical or robotic. What they do is a real brain, real strategy, real application, and devising something that is analytical and creative that only humans can do in any profession. So yes, Irfan, both is possible. You can either work from home, you get a freelancing job, you can start your own practice, you can even get enrolled or employed at a job. All of this is possible. I think you joined late. So, financial modeling will give you an opportunity to work without any borders constraint. You can work with the people out of Dubai, you can be work with the people out of Pakistan, India, America, whatever. So, anything and anything that relates to a client requiring a skill, you can provide sitting here because the softwares are same, the knowledge is same, the logics are same, and the concepts are same. Okay, Irfan? Perfect. Back to Mr. Shiva.
Great. Thank you so much, Varun, sir. Okay, so moreover, I hope everybody, you all are able to understand that, okay, what is financial modeling to some extent at least, and the importance of financial modeling, right? Now, from here, I will be taking care of the main section that, okay, in financial modeling, there are n number of institutes which are offering the services. Why IIM skills? Let me use one of my spreadsheets so that I can explain. Okay, so why IIM skills? I always answer this question from the very important part, that is the quality part, okay? First of all, it's been close to 10 years now. We are about to touch 11 years very soon. That the quality of the training that we are offering, this is not something where you will be getting the theoretical knowledge, okay? We will not be reading some sort of books and just, asking you to do the exercises on your own. No, this is not going to be the case. Anything or everything that we will be teaching here, this will be 100% practical. And along with that, the person who is teaching you, you will be getting close to 3 faculties within this training program with IIM skills. Every single faculty hold more than 10 years of experience within the domain. And they are the real-time practitioners, real-time professionals of financial modeling. Okay. So this is not something where you are getting a person who just hold 1 or 2 years of experience. So you can even ask for the faculty's profile from your counselors. They will be sharing with you. So we never compromise with the quality. And under quality, I'm mainly talking about the practical implementation. Okay. So along with the theory part, overall practical implementation is something that will be the part of the training program that we are offering. Second portion that I am always talking about, that is after sales support. Now, this is something which is really important. Let me write it down here first. After sales support. So until or unless you are paying the course fees to an institute, things are going in your way. But once you are done with the registration, with the payment, multiple time you will find out that, okay, you are not so satisfied. Why? Because they always have limitations in terms of giving you the access or fulfilling the promises. Here at IIM Skills, the best part is there is no time boundation that, okay, once you have enrolled, that after that you will not be getting support. There is nothing like that. Why? Because you have lifetime access of the training program that we are providing to you, of the classes that we are providing to you, the recordings that we are providing to you of the real-time classes. I'll talk about the class recordings and everything in detail once I will share the learning management system. That's the very important part of this training. So lifetime access means there is no limit, that once you are enrolled, even after 2 years down the line, if you want to upgrade yourself with the latest things, you can come back to IIM Skills. We will give you the real-time live classes access and you can learn the latest concept without paying even a single rupee extra. Okay. Nobody is offering this portion in the industry. We are doing that. That is another portion. Next portion is the job support, job assurance, I would say. Now, the job support part is something we need to understand. Most of us, we are doing financial modeling for our career. Maybe we are looking to upgrade. Maybe we are looking to switch our domain, or maybe we are looking to get a fresh job. Now we need to understand, if we have to get the job in the industry, what all things are required. Number one part that you require, that is skill part. When I say skill, it means the real-time understanding of financial modeling, theoretical, practical implementation. When you will go through with my website, I will not spend time in talking about the course syllabus. I'm sure you all have already received the brochure of this training program. You can see every single section, what is required to become a financial modeler. We have covered everything within the training program that we are offering. Either it is basics to advanced Excel forms, or you are talking about the accounting concepts, you are talking about the ratio and KPI analysis, or anything. Let's say, for an example, when we talk about the making different models, real-time model, I would say construction or model making section is something that you will be learning within this training program. Close to 8 models you will be working upon within the training itself. Other than those, you will be getting close to 5 to 10 models templates as well, so that you can actually get the real-time exposure that how exactly models are being created. And not only this, within the training program, you will be actually getting the real-time exercises to make or design a model, and you will be working on that particular section. So the real-time application is something that you will be doing within this training program. So skill portion is something you will be getting from basic to advanced. That is first portion. Second portion, in India, that is the biggest challenge is whenever we are looking for a job. Let's say there is one opportunity that we come across. When we apply for that job, you will find out other than us, hundreds of applications are already there for that particular job, right? We need to understand that an interviewer is not available to conduct 100 interviews. We have to make sure that if we are applying for XYZ job, our profile should get shortlisted and we should be interviewed. Now, why interviewer will pay attention to your resume? So there are few things that you need to understand that, okay, your resume should be up to the mark. As per the company's requirement, it should be created. Strong resume, I would say. In your resume, you have to share the real-time portfolio links. It means the company will never trust that, okay, you are saying I'm a good financial modeler, you hire me. No, the company will not trust onto your words. The company will say, if you are a financial modeler, show me some of your work samples if you have worked upon. So within this training program, the real-time portfolio section is something that we will be working upon, and you will have the real-time portfolio. So strong resume building section is something that we will be helping you with. Real-time portfolio building section is something that we will be working upon. LinkedIn profile building. Why? Because LinkedIn is a really strong platform if we have to represent our profile in front of the, I would say, companies for the hiring section, right? So you need to have a strong LinkedIn. So in total, within this training program, we will be providing you a personalized branding toolkit that will help you to enhance your profile, and that will automatically help you to get your profile shortlisted. Okay. So this is something that will be the part of the course where we will make sure that, okay, your profiles are getting shortlisted. And at the end of it, we have a dedicated placement cell. This placement cell will make sure that once you are done with your training and the overall practical work that has been allotted to you, they are finding the actual jobs which are suitable for your profiles. They will be sharing the personalized invitations over to your email that, okay, this is the job that a company has reached out to IM Skills. So if you are interested, you can simply share your resume and your candidature to the company. So overall support, once you are done with the training, that is after sales support, you will be getting every single support or every single, I would say, assistance what is required to grab an opportunity. So this is all something what we take care. Other than this, the presence of IM Skills, because the course is globally accepted, so the acceptance of our certifications, and even if you have seen the website, you can see there is an international collaboration that we have with Lisbon University. I'm sure you must have seen all of that portion as well. So that portion is also something that is helping you to get your profile recognized on international level. Okay. So now international acceptance of your profile is also something that is the part of this course. Okay. So this is all something where you can compare IM Skills with any of the institute. Now, let me talk about the course that we people are offering in a very, I would say, short time. The course that we are offering here at IM Skills, it is called Financial Modeling Master Course. You already have the brochure of it. This particular course will be taking total 4 months of yours. Duration will be 4 months. Classes will be every Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. I will open another tab for you guys because this is something which is important to show. So now, when I mention classes will be 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., it means 2 hours on every weekend. You will be, attending the classes. Now, multiple times, this could be the case that, okay, you are attending a class, but due to XYZ reason, you missed out on your class. So don't worry about it. Once you will be the part of this training program, you will be getting an account access that will be your personalized account. And this account is known as Learning Management System. So once you will log into your account, this account will look like this. You will have only one course, that is financial modeling. I have all the courses of IIM Skills because I'm the admin. So this will be the course that you will have in your account. Once you will go to the curriculum part, then you can see every live class that you are attending, what is the pre-reading material of that particular class, or what are the ebooks that you should go for. You can simply click here and you will be able to see everything here. When you attend a class, after that, we always record that class and we will provide you the recording of each class. You can see right from August 2022, we have kept all the class recordings. So you will be able to access all the recordings, what you have attended. For an example, last class for this particular module we did on 1st of June. So the recordings are always available in your LMS. So if you miss any of your class, don't worry, you will always have the backup of every class. And you do not have to ask it from anyone. You have it in your LMS, that is Learning Management System. After attending every class, as I mentioned to you, that this course will be full of practical. Without practical, your training will not be over. And without practical, even the kind of opportunities you are targeting, nobody will consider your profile if you have not done any kind of practical. So after every assignment, you can, after every module, you can see we people are giving you assignments to work upon. You have to work on the assignment, submit it to the faculty so that they can validate that, okay, are you going in the right direction or not? So this is the case that will happen in every module. You can see the study material, the class recording. And the best part is this learning management system will be lifetime accessible to you. And even if you are not attending the real-time classes, you still have the class recording that are the latest classes in your LMS. So whenever you will log in, you can access the live and latest classes. Okay. So that is the beauty of this training program. What we have. Fresh batch, we are starting from 28th of June. And as I had promised to you, course fees, let me write it down. Course fee for the training program is 49,900 plus 18% GST. That is for the master's training program. That is a job assist training program. Let me go back to the website first so that I can tell you what exactly I'm talking about. So we have three types of offerings here. Okay. Let me come down here. So we have three types of offerings. One, that is the self-learning training program. And this training program is costing 29,900 plus GST. This training program is mainly referred for those guys, those who already have a good experience into the financial modeling. And they just wanted a course so that they can recap everything and get a certificate. Okay, so we recommend this course for them. Second course for which I have just written the course fees, that is a job assist training program. You can see the offerings, what all offerings are here. This particular training program is costing you 49,900 plus 18% GST. Total it will be 58,882 rupees. Let me write it down here. So here it is 58,882 rupees. Okay, this is the course fees. And the final course that we offer is a Job Guarantee PG training program. So this is something where we have the international collaboration with the UK-based university, that is Lisbon University. So if anybody is targeting for the international opportunities or maybe the international freelancing, they can go ahead, and if anybody is looking for the job guarantee anyways, they can go ahead with this particular training program, which is costing 1,49,900 plus GST. So the final fee for the Job Guarantee PG program is coming. It is coming INR 1,76,882. Now, as I had promised to you in the starting of the session, there is a surprise. So that surprise was into the payment part only, the course fee part only. Those who have enrolled or attended this demo session, only for these guys, if they are enrolling today for the upcoming batch, they will be able to get flat 15% concession over the total course fees. Okay. And this particular concession will be valid only for first 3 enrollments. Not for everyone, only for first 3 enrollments. right? So for an example, if anybody is enrolling for the course that is costing 58,882 after 15% discount, the course fee will be 50,050 rupees. This will be the course fees. Okay. So those who are interested to start their journey and they are looking to avail this particular concession, whether it is for job guarantee training program or it is for job assist training program, or maybe it is for the self-learning training program, they can go ahead, they can use the given link that I'm sharing with you guys on chat, and they can simply get themselves enrolled from the batch starting from 28th of June. Anyone has a question, if they can share with me related to the course or the delivery part. Moreover, I'm sure you all have already gone through with the details. The counselors have already explained the overall things in details. But still, if any one of you have a question related to the course delivery or related to the course, I'm available. And even if anybody wants to ask something with Mr. Varun, so Varun sir is already available with us. You can ask your questions. By the way, how many of you are targeting to start from 28th of June batch? If you can simply reply in the chat box. Yes, Shambhav, you have a question? Please let me know. Other than Sambhav is writing his question. Meanwhile, if any one of you has a question, you can ask your question. Me and Varun sir is there in the session. If you can also acknowledge, guys, how many of you are planning to start from 28th of June batch? Just simply write in the chat box, me. I want to ask about the referral we're gonna get from IIM Skills and about the internship we're gonna get. Sambhav, referral in what sense? I couldn't relate with it. Referral, are you talking about the internship related opportunities? Yes, absolutely, Sambhav. As I mentioned to you, we have a dedicated placement cell. You will be getting n number of opportunities. Even I would say on daily basis, you will be getting multiple opportunities, the personalized emails, where you will be able to see that, okay, what company have reached out to us and what sort of requirements they have. So job portion is something, or the internship portion is something that will be a paid section. The company will pay for the same part, obviously. And these opportunities will be introduced by IIM Skills. There is no question about it. Jagdish is do job support for self-paced, also provide and mention. See, ultimately what we can do, definitely, if you're looking for the job support into the self-paced section as well, then there is a job portal access that we will be providing you. So IIM Skills has a job portal. You will not be getting the personalized emails, but IIM Skills has a job portal where I will give you the access once you are done with the course. I mean, enrollment in the self-learning portion. So here you have to apply for these jobs on your own and you have to reach out to the companies on your own, basically. So that will be the difference between the self-learning program and the master's program. I hope it is clear, Jagdish. Perfect. Sambhav, I hope I was able to answer your question. Yes, absolutely, Sambhav. While you are going through with the training, you will have the dedicated person's email address and you will have the access to reach out to them. You can simply ask. Even you will also have a WhatsApp group, by the way, where you can simply, ask for the support. So this is all something without the faculty support, you will not be able to, recover from few things. So faculty's involvement will always be there. Their support will always be there. Anyone else has a question? So those who were planning to start from 28th of June, Bhavna Chauhan, Janvi, Sambhav, if your questions got answered, then you can also go ahead and, opt for this particular deal, what we have as of now. Other than Sambhav, Janvi, and Bhavna, anyone else is planning to go ahead? Great. Anika Kapoor, Ayushi, Bharat, Darya, if you guys also have a question, you can ask. Dipanjan, Donna Ghosh, Insha Kaf, Irfan. Insha, don't you have any question? We were expecting your participation as well. Irfan, Jagdish, Janvi, Kangna, Simran Pal, you can also share what are your plans. Simran Pal says, in job guarantee PG program, work from office, it will be available. See, in job guarantee training program, you will have all sort of opportunities available. If you want work from office, you will get work from office. If you're targeting work from home, we will be preparing you for work from home as well. Okay. So in job guarantee, you will get everything. There are no restrictions, no limitations. Insha, is that what you are trying to say? You are also looking to start from 28th of June, if I'm not wrong, right? So as of now, total 4 people are saying that, okay, they want to go for 28th of June batch. I request that, okay, to avail the 15% concession, if you can go ahead and register your name in the first 3 enrollments. Bharat says, I have asked one question to Varun sir. Varun sir, have we missed out on something?
Yeah, Bharat, please ask. I don't see anything in the main chat. You send something on the personal, I think. Since I'm already working with 8 years of experience, how much can I expect with regards to salary and how does internship work in my case? Bharat, internship will not be something that would be mandatory for you in terms of earning. It would be mandatory for you in terms of learning. You need to understand if you are going to do something that is different from what you have been doing for 8 years, you need to tell that your profile is solid. You need to tell the recruiter that you have a practical exposure. So your practical exposure would work in a sense that you will have a course completion certification. You will have to prepare case studies that would be part of the course wherein you will be asked to make an LBO model, a DC evaluation, a three statement model. Then you will have to go for the capstone projects with banks, with Goldman Sachs, with Citibank, and all those big brands, with BCG as well for a consulting project. This will add to all of this, will add to your practical exposure. Then this is what IAMSkills is offering you through our partnerships and through our internal collaborations. Then you need to work with a third party company that is not related to IAMSkills so that it can be an unbiased exposure that you get, and that would increase your odds of getting a job. Now coming to your salary thing, so that is very subjective. We generally do an exercise with our students that we do a profile assessment. So you need to fix an appointment for that, wherein we will require your details like your current salary, your educational background, your years of experience, what you have been doing since your 12th till today. We need to understand that. We need to do a mini assessment of your communication skills and your analytical skills. Then we can say that, okay, your salary that you can expect after course completion would be between X and Y. Because every profile is different, every candidate is different, and giving a random number would not make sense. We don't randomly quote numbers like other people do, because that's just an average and that's not what you want to hear. We will tell you what you as an individual can expect. Okay, Bharat? Perfect. Any other question, guys, for me or for Mr. Shiva?
I'm just taking few more questions which are there in the chat box. Meanwhile, if you guys have a question, please write down your questions as Varun sir is available with us. So Anika says planning to join PG program from 28th of June. Perfect, Anika. You can go ahead with the registration link what I had shared. You had a question that, okay, how do you go about the discount part into the PG program? So the discount portion is something which is very easy to avail. I'll just show you how do we go about it, okay? the link what I had shared with all of you guys, again, I have shared this link. Let's say you are opening this particular link. After discount, the job guarantee course fees will be 1,50,350 rupees. You need to enter your name here, your phone number, your email ID, the batch date, that is 28th of June. Enter the amount. If anybody is going for the job guarantee training program, you simply need to enter, that is 1,50,350 rupees. This will be the discounted fee, and you can go ahead with the enrollment. If anybody is looking to go ahead with the job support, that is job assist program, then in that case, simply mention 50,050 rupees like this, and you can simply go ahead with it. Likewise, you can go for a self-learning portion. So the amount portion is something which is very easy to enter, and the enrollment process is really smooth. I hope, Anika, I was able to answer what you were asking. So Bharat, I guess you are also done with your questions. Anyone else has a question, guys? If you don't have a question, if you can simply write no in the chat box so that we should be getting a clarity. You're most welcome, Anika. Jagdish says in terms of pricing, I would like to go EMI option. See, Jagdish, for this particular section, you need, who is your mentor? You simply need to connect with your mentor. The person will be guiding you that, okay, how do we go about it, okay, for the EMI section, because that will be taking so much of time. Okay, great, great, perfect, Anika. So let me check at my end if I have got the notification of it. Give me a few seconds, okay? I have got a notification, not sure if it is for Anika, but it is for job guarantee. But anyways, after the demo session, Anika, you will be getting the confirmation. So welcome to IIM Skills. So guys, we are left with 2 more enrollments now with the discount portion, because one discount Anika has already availed. And those who are looking to avail the remaining 2 seats discount, they can definitely go ahead with the given link. And meanwhile, I would also request everybody if you can also share the feedback of this, I would say the demo session or the career session, that how was it? Do we need to add something else to give you the clarity or something? Your feedback is really appreciated. You can share in the chat box, guys. Great. Thank you so much. I guess people are sending me messages directly. I would request if you can share the messages in the direct chat. So moreover, I guess, Varun sir, there are no more questions which are left. So we should be binding up this session, I guess, right?
Perfect, perfect. Appreciate everyone being attentive and contributing to it, and appreciate you managing it pretty well. Thank you, Mr. Shiva.
Thank you so much for your time, Varun sir. Thank you so much, everybody, giving your 1 hour time to us. Looking forward to welcoming you in the training program and giving you the great training experience from our side. I am just closing the session now. Thank you all. You all have a good evening. Take care. Bye.